If you ever find yourself in and around Bloemfontein with some time to kill and no plans, the Department of Economic, Small Business Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs is inviting you on a tour of our beautiful city of roses, which could give you a few ideas. Let's go join the tour.
And then agaragana kotsele plekena pele na ba bitsa ka gore it's a orange seg. Then after orange seg thawa kala ba bitsa gore it's a Vryhoek location ka ofela ha yona. Ya re no tsela batho ba tsa plekena ke reke mona e leng teng ba re ke Vryhoek. And then in 1912 kana kotsele bontate Thomas Maphikela bontate Dube ka ofela le bontate Sileke ka ofela ba kopana mona all the African Kogore ba ruti ka ofela le marena bana ba kopanela mona ka baka la hore ba bona hore the way ne ba tshwere ka teng ko Vryhoek ha yo hantle. And then itse ka kana ko ela 1890 after the railway it kata ho completewa agare yanong mo Vryhoek thaiba e bang thoba overpopulated ita ba overpopulated again batho tsa ba itse ele mixture fela ka mona ba sa kgethi banka Friday di African sa kgetho mang ke le khalate mang ha se le khalate ya re itse batho le bone ba treatwa ka teng di tourist teng di sa sebetse hantle. And then hape batho ne ba etsa ngare ba le ba migrate ngare ba tloa bo di maplasing ba tla kae ba tla Bloemfontein ba bona hore mona Bloemfontein mona mosebetsi e tlo ba mengata ne tshaba di side ho tla kae ba te mona sa tsa motho ke Vryhoek which is pele na ba bitsa gore ke orange seg. Bontate Dube jwale le bontate Thomas Maphikela ba bona the injustice ke ba kopana mona ba forma an organization ka 1912 ena ba bitsa ke South African Native National Congress tshane e kala mona le Meshal Matseke o lena ile ba le lena fela mme wa pele hore a invite we hana ba tala that organization. Then it's ha 1918 magwa a bona re yanong the Vryhoek is a atomela haholo ho fitlela ho toropo thaba etsang thaba tlusuwa ba ba isa plekeng ho twinke batho location mo batho location le teng ne se batho location ka on the right hand side mo batho re tla yang ko ka garate ba bitsa ka gore ke Maraba Stad. And then ka on the left hand side ba bitsa ka gore ke the Cape Stands. And then ke re ke na hane statue ke re ba tswa magwa ke re ba tsa fela okay batho ba ke rekeng na ba sa tsebe re ba tlo etsa then ba ipata ka mona ba discussa dintho tse tsa bona tse. And then how ka sheba ka ntle the Still's Highlands Church I see the original one. The original one ke ile o e bona mma. Then ba ka dilo ho tlosa mona ka 1918. The last house ya tlosa mona ho ya batho location it was on the 1940s. And then mona Vryhoek location tate Thomas Maphikela ona na le jarete tse pedi. Then ha re fitla ha hae mane ke tla hlalosetsa itse ha ba tloswa mona ko Vryhoek location ha ba fitla ko batho location ho la hetsahala eng. The story behind the double story house.
We are for the first time entering the Kasi tourism concept with the Destia. I believe this place, as the formation of the ANC, Vryhoek, it has a lot of history, but it's not marketed appropriately. So I believe that with the stakeholders, we should be doing more for the community of Mangaung, including the Mangaung Metro, as we know that we have been celebrating the 100 and 120 years of existence of the ANC. I think it's high time that this place should be bringing a lot of tourists, as we see here. And we are embedded with a lot of history in the Free State Province. Beneficially, we are in the center of South Africa, and it's easier for people to come and visit.
And then utawona hanse re tsamaya on your left hand side re na le ona re reke our first road sign And then this thatch grass roof thatch grass the oldest building mona Bloemfontein that dates back from 1849. And then mo le kete mona parliament ya rona pele kana kwele Free State santsane ikemetse ine tshwagola teng, and hape chaiba a church and hape chaiba sekolo ona teng mo. And then o tla bona hape ka on your left hand side gana le our presidency house re bitsang ka no ho dula re bitsa ka re old presidency mona our the president tsa pele tsa dula mo ke bona tate Hoffman Hoffman Square re lotse ka yena, and then building ya teng le se tsena pele, and then ke mo Bloemfontein le bitso le thwe ke Bloemfontein Middle Kadilente itse that mosadi wa tate Nicholas Brett, and then ona haile ntlunyana ka mono, and then haitsa haile ntlo, and then aba a jala di flowers ka baka this column ka baka la river fountain ena re bitsa ke e tsonga column ena, and then ke mo le bitso le tlhaileng teng Bloemfontein, meaning bloom flowers, fontaine which is a fountain. Then it's antate wa deni a fitla a reka pleke eno from the Hoba family breads. Then after anka that bitso is an original name here Bloemfontein, and happily Harrismith it used to be called Bloemfontein before that Sehere a fitla, and then it have bitso Harrismith. Plus any emole Harrismith in the Bloemfontein law. Tala Monaco Franklin Game Reserve, it was established in 1930s, and then like game reserve it used to be on the outskirts of Bloemfontein. In the Bloemfontein ho ha. Then Harry Waka and every league can work a man cow dim kamani, who believe bang horror, you use the British guns, the naval guns in Mona, they paid. I also have a girl I want to tell like a gym. Whenever Hona ho bona di rat, Tabona di sa, di sale hole. And then game reserve I believe is 250 something hectares kabion. The buffalo tota di chola mona hole ke tsona di giraffe, the blessbok, bachelor zebras, di ostrich, ali sa di pedi fela se di ngata se nna le madinyana. Re tloa mona re ya ko Maphikela House, ho tla Maphikela House re ko di kgareteneng. Ka Ntate Thomas Maphikela hana a tloswa ko ntong ko vai hook ona na le jarete tse 2. Itse ha tliswa ka mona ka batho, itse ha batla a bana le jarete tse 2 thaba hana. About bana bantlwana hambe na re ke do has the double story ke tsa a ntlo be a engwe ka uduma yo and the double story house.
The meeting tsa ANC ne di tshwarelwa mane holong ya kereke ya Vaihu ha di dignitaries ban ba baholo ntate langa ba le bo mam batho ba ha ke bua ka bona ke bua ka bathehi bona ba ne ba hlokomelwa ha ntate Maphikela ene le bo mo bane ba hlokomelwa teng kana ko tseno ha ke re mo se ANC ine se hakalo tulong tsena tse ding ile ya fumana hore e hole mona Free State libitsong la bona bontate Maphikela ele bona ba ne ba tswere pele ntate Maphikela ke mongwe batho ba ne ba sebetsa le counseling tsane sa makgwa a ke re a gatello ne okay a ke tsene le motho e ka reng kana go tsena tsa ka jene na ka ba bitsa mayor kapa superintendent kapa eng kapa ine le batho empa ine le one of the people ba ne ba godimo bao a neng a tsamaya di-meeting tsa council.
Bolela hore ho tloha ko Vaihook matlo a ne a le mabedi a Ntate Maphikela. But when they came here, he wanted to have also double yards, but unfortunately Maburu are known. They cannot afford Bloemfontein. So he decided to build this house on top of it. Jwale ka mama sa amile hore ka 1909 ha o tswa billion ya the South African the formation of the union. Ka bill e tswa he ka Ntate Maphikela ka boyena a bitsa all the leaders. Let us come together to bona hore na ya kae ko bill, because in that bill excluded black people totally. Bana ba se party and
number 1 khone mmane go fihlela number 12 ke tsona di kharteng a ka ra tswa di kharteng di sebetsa ka 1952 King George V o na tlo feta ka moka ka tseleng ena yaanong ka mona haholo e ne le di-squatter settlement yaanong ka mokgo government ka nako eno e ne di treata batho hampe ka teng e le ha e be le tseba Alexandra ho jwa ne ka re ntho eno e jwalo ka mona yaanong itsa King George V a ta ka 1952 ka government ya ka nako eno ka decide hore ba pate bohlaso bo etsalang ka mane ka batla aha eng matlo ana a 12 feela go pata bohlaso hence e bitswa ka hore ke dikhageteng ke dikhageteng di pata go ska ka tluba ja ke dikhageteng wa tseba motho a no bona go o etsahalang ka hare.
Today we are here celebrating the tourism in the township. The initiative here is to try expose the township and the tourism product that it has. Quite often the townships are not celebrated in South Africa as anything that has anything to do with tourism. A lot of people still look at townships, and whenever they look at townships, they don't seem to know that the township brings out a lot of information, a lot of heritage, a lot of history that can serve a purpose of advancing tourism. So we are here today exposing a lot of business people in the Bloemfontein area on what Bloemfontein offers, not just from the tourism point of view, but also from the business point of view. As officials, that comes from the department Destia, which is a department responsible for promoting tourism, amongst other things, the department that takes care of small business, economic development and environmental affairs. We are here today, playing our role as tourism ambassadors in the Free State. Today our focus is in Bloemfontein. With time, we will be moving to other areas, other parts of the province to do the same. Remember, September is Tourism Month, and this is just the day where we are kickstarting our program going directly into the Tourism Month. Our directorate, our department is responsible for tourism development, tourism support and tourism transformation. We have a lot of programs where we train, product owners, tour guides, tour operators in the province on tourism destinations and tourism development in the province. And that is what we were doing here today as part of our job for tourism enhancement and development and promotion in the Free State.
We are from Kubu Management Services. We were invited by Destia to join them in this casino where we saw an opportunities of a business. We are very happy of this tour because it created a lot of opportunities, and it was like an open eye to us to see some attraction sites in some Free State and to hear what was happening in Maphikela House, and the history of Rona.
Today we had a wonderful day. And can it enough from my part, from the blankets by hook. Then they get fit like a taxi. Sometimes they get I didn't even know the back part and the entrance, and I blend a lot. And I also realized what's about mo ke bona hore ho ka ba le development teng, and as batho ba business how kena ka bo buy huku ka mall as we compare to the plaque tsa bo Soweto bo kae ke bona hore ka nnete business from the business perspective ya rona plaque tsa rona re le batho ba Bloemfontein we need to take more caution and re sebedise di plaque tsa rona for businesses.
Today was a fun-filled day, filled with so many beautiful people and a lot of beautiful places. Our Bloemfontein is filled with so much history. This is the city of roses. Well, from me, Neo Putani, reporting for Sasela TV. Remember, Sasela TV is proudly brought to you by Bombenero Investments in conjunction with the Free State Provincial Government. As from me, Neo, let me go and have my meal.